FNAF 6 was cancelled, but you already knew that. Hey, your Prodigy's Prod Charles here, and in this video we're going to discuss FNAF 6 cancellation. Yes, I know you looked at my head and you thought, where the heck is that guy's hair? Well, this is old news if you follow me on Twitter. Yeah, boy! But basically I went to the barber a couple of weeks back and he cut off way more hair than I was comfortable with, but I couldn't do anything about it. Which was a shame because I had a lot of long hair. So I'll just have to grow it back again. With that out of the way, Scott Cawthon has released a really heartfelt message about the cancellation of FNAF 6. He basically said that he wanted to create a really good game for the fans, he wanted to make it really good, but he was feeling stress from the mounting pressure of making it good and working on it every day and ignoring things in his everyday life, very important things like family time. It also made him feel as if it wasn't fun making the game. Now Prodigies, I'm sure just like any other fan of the FNAF series, you probably thought, yeah right, that guy's trolling. And I half thought that, I half didn't think that, and the reason why I half thought it is because he didn't really give an update on the project, even though the post was called a project update. We've seen in the past when he's updated us on things like Custom Night on Sister Location, he would mention things like, oh, it was difficult for him to get past and he's playtesting it or this or that. But in this one, he doesn't really mention any progress about the game, which is what really made me thought, what if he already finished the game? Maybe he wants to stop working on the game because he's already finished it, and the mounting pressure to make it better and better is causing him to hate the game. Please don't take that as cold, it's just straightforward what I thought. We know what Scott has done in the past with the fanbase, he's given us some pleasant surprises in the past, and I don't mean to demean his stress and effort into making this game good. But even so, he might have finished the game, you never know. Well, recently he's updated that post with a part 2 to give more clarity on it. In the post, he gives us 6, if I can count 6, clarifications. Why 6 though? 6? Really? That gets me even more excited about FNAF 6. But anyway, he gives us 6 clarifications. He doesn't really give us any questions or anything, he just gives us straight out statements. And these statements amend what he said in the first part of his announcement. Now when it came to the game's completion, which I was really hoping he'd give information on, he just said he'd rather say that the game was cancelled, which means that the game could still be completed. It's just cancelled. Like, he's cancelling the release of it, so we might have another FNAF World situation happening, I don't know. And then he stresses that he is taking a break, he stresses that it's not a troll, which I'm glad he did because he didn't say it was a troll the first time, so it's important that we fans know that he is actually not trolling. He's actually really stressed out and wants to spend time with family and make a fun game. He also mentioned that it's free and he says that no one really has to play it, which is, it's cool. It's really great that he's giving back to the community so much. Like, I didn't expect him to come out with Custom Night, to be honest, for Sister Location, but Custom Night came out and it was like a whole FNAF on its own. Okay. That Custom Night really got me into Sister Location. I actually loved Custom Night so much. As you know, some of you probably have subscribed to me from seeing my ridiculous Golden Freddy gameplays and whatnot, and all of my very hard gameplays. From a creator's perspective, yes, it's really tough trying to please many people, and I am like an ant compared to the millions of people that Scott has to try and please. It's not fun if a lot of people end up not liking your work, especially on that scale. He said that he's probably going to try and do a Pizzeria Tycoon game, which I guess is kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's themed Diner Dash. I'm not really sure what that means, because I don't play games like that, but like when I think Pizzeria Tycoon, I think Diner Dash, stuff like that. And that's really another reason why I thought he was trolling. Why would he do a Diner Dash game? Anyway, guys, we know that this message now is quite serious. Whether Scott is still trolling us or not is up to the future to tell us, but let us respect Scott's feelings, let us respect Scott's hard work and his trust in the community. I just want to point out though, that even though that he's codenamed this FNAF 6, and this is a news post for the Sister Location Steam page, so that casual little slip there kind of makes me think that this FNAF 6 could actually be a FNAF World update or a FNAF World 2 or something like that, because he didn't really finish FNAF World to my knowledge. He actually wanted to update it because a lot of fans complained about it when it was first released, and this might actually be where a lot of the stress is coming from if it is actually a FNAF World update. It just can't be fun to be berated for the hard work that you put into a game. But at the same time, if you feel like you're rushing something and that negative critique is well warranted, then you really can't complain. So I think it's great that he's trying to prevent this upon himself. He wants to prevent a tragedy upon the community or whatever. I just hope the poor guy can rest and get more time in with his family. Hopefully he can sort things out. Hopefully he has finished the game and just needs to polish it or something, but he's cancelled everything on that for now. We know he's gotten fan artists illustrating teaser images for the next game, which I might actually analyze, so if you're interested in that, let me know. The voice actors for Sister Location are acting pretty suspicious and are kind of giving their little spin on the whole story, although they have stopped now, which is within the wishes of Scott. Whether they were actually doing it on purpose before or not is up to interpretation. But that's that, guys. FNAF 6 is cancelled. Scott needs his rest. Scott needs time with family. Scott needs to make a Pizzeria Tycoon game, or a game that he would find fun to make himself. And I guess we should all just leave it at that. And if he does decide to release this FNAF 6 for us, then let's just be happy for it. Yes, I got one. Remember to subscribe and tap that bell for more cool and interesting horror game videos. And Prodigies, I really hope that these videos help you to expand on how you think, so it can help with your thinking in your daily lives. See ya!